if you don't have a V shape or anything, there's nothing that will give you a good shape like chins, and then you can go into the rows afterwards. But I really swear by chinning.
Out just to see the muscles being worked, and I usually train in long sleeve covered up things so I can sweat. It's pretty hot and humid here. It's about 98 degrees in California right now, so we're 6 weeks from the show, and I want you so you can get a close-up view of how the muscles work and what the body looks like when I'm working it. And after today's back exercises, I'll put my shirt back on, stay covered up for another 4 weeks. About 2 weeks out from the show, I'll take it off and we'll see what kind of physical changes I've gone through based on the dieting and the cardio. But today I'll train without my shirt on for you. Do 5 and then you want to go 5, 8 times, take off the plate, so 8 more. Out of all the back exercises, this is definitely one of the hardest ones to do, most taxing on the body. When you get into doing drop sets, it's even worse. This ranks right up there with deadlifts. But if I'm doing them and you're not, you'll know come day of the contest. It's a big thickness difference in doing the basics heavy for reps, getting ready for a show, as opposed to using machines, trying to find the easy way out. This is how you do it.
Okay, you know, I think God has a plan for everybody, and my plan. The plan God had for me to be Mr. Olympia. I've always trained hard. I always set my sights on being the best I could be. And basically for me, you know, when I first started out, you know, 92 was my first Olympia. I didn't get a call out. Not able to stick with it because I've always been a very focused type person. And, you know, when God has a plan for you, the plan always goes through because it's God's will that you be.
Lightweight.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Come on! Lightweight! Yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah!
Once I take the sodium out and cut my water a little and put the carbs in, it gives the muscles a different look, a fuller, much drier, crisper look, which I've been in very, very good condition, and what I need to look like in this year, it will be something else, let me tell you. I think, you know, anyone else being better conditioned than I will be, for sure. But we'll see.
Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Pull it in. Come on. Keep it tight. That's it. Spread it. Squeeze it. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on, baby.
Yeah, give me a count to bank on it. Okay, we go stack now. We go stack now.
Go to work. Go to work. Come on. That's it. That's right. That's right. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Pull it. Pull it. Come on. Good. What? 3 more. What? Come on. That's it. Good.
No.
All right. These work the inner portion of the back. We're doing close grip. Work on the middle lat thickness. And I think of myself as an Olympic rower when I do this exercise. I want to stretch as far forward as I can so that I have a long row all the way back. Trying not to swing my shoulders back. And stay perpendicular. Pulling it in tight to my stomach, right to my belly button. And literally squeeze it, squeeze the muscle to bring out the detail. And each set is heavier than the next. I usually go up about 40 pounds each set, maxing out at 300, which is all the machine can hold. I like to do about 12 repetitions. If I can't get the 12 repetitions with the weight that I'm using, instantaneously I drop set, because I gotta get 12. That's the magic number in here. Once again, stretch and squeeze is the main thing when you're doing back, biceps, quadriceps, stretch and squeeze. All right. A lot of people don't know about bodybuilders getting ready for the Mr. Olympias. Most of us right now are not Ronnie Coleman. So we don't throw around 200-pound dumbbells or Kevin Levrone pressing 500 pounds on the bench press. You have to realize that bodybuilding is relative. A lot of it's relative to how much you weigh that determines how strong you are. And of course, as you get older, you pay more attention to injury. I saw a lot of careers come and go. Rich Gaspari, Barry DeMay, Dorian Yates, all ended their careers with torn muscles because they, the style of training, possibly using too much heavy weight, possibly training harder and heavier at times when they should have listened to their bodies a little bit more. I've been around 13 years in the pro scene. I've had a few nicks here and there, but I've always been smart enough to know that when I'm on low calories, high extensive cardiovascular work, not very many carbohydrates. These are just pull downs to the rear. Usually I alternate these with pull downs to the front. When I go up to the back, I usually picture myself on stage doing a rear back double bicep, so I don't need a whole lot of weight here. I actually want to squeeze the muscle as I pull it down. In order to do that, you have to control the weight, not let the weight control you. This isn't going to get me real big, but it'll definitely help bring out the cuts and the detail. 3, bring it down to the base of the neck. 4, 5, and come all the way up. 6, 7. You don't want to try to waste any energy in between sets, talking with your friends, distracting you from your workout. That's why I require all my workout partners to count the repetitions. That way I know they're paying attention, number 1, to the workout, and number 2, they're not inviting other people to come into the workout and distract them by talking about football, movies, girls, or whatever. So to keep the pace and the rhythm, we count each other's reps, and we make sure that they don't need any spots, or if we want to do drop sets, we're there to do it.
Ray soon put his personal and training problems behind. He trained at the Gold.
Come on.
Come on. 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6, 7. Good. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on. Come on now.
Come on, Ken.
One more. Good. Right, it's back up like a W, huh? 3. Come on.
Big West.
Come on. Good. 2, 3, 4, Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7, 8.
One more.
Better one this time. That's it. Oh, that's better. Now keep that alive. Yes. Come on. Fight everyone. That's it. Let's go. Pull it in, guys. That's you. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh, one more. One more. For the mass. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yes. Good. Hey. Nice survival. Yeah. Stand there. Come on. Easy. That's all right. Stretch it out. Now bring it in. That's you. Let's go again. Come on. Let's go one more. One more. Blow it in now. Squeeze it back. Yes. Christmas time now for the lower back. Yeah. Right up there. That's better, that's the way. Up, squeeze. Good. That's good. Keep them like that, everyone like that. Yeah. Good. Point it up, squeeze it. And again, squeeze it back. Yeah, that's good, it's strong. Still there, guys. Squeeze it. That's the one. Yep, nice set. Woo.